Welcome to what I plan to be a series of videos as I try to level up in sports cars on iRacing. Today you join me in one of my first races in the Ferrari GT3 Challenge Fixed Series. This week we're at Sachsenring. As in the Mazda series in my previous video, it is an 8-minute qualifying session and then 15 minutes of racing, which should be approximately 12 laps. This is my second race today, as the first race footage was unusable. For whatever reason it was stuttery and jerky. However, now I've at least started to get the hang of this track, having done roughly 20 to 25 laps now. Prior to today though, I've never raced here on any platform, so still have lots of improvement to make on this track. Now we skip forwards to qualifying. Qualifying was decent today, and here you're going to see my 2 hot laps. What I think really helps is that this Ferrari GT3 car has real-time tyre temperatures on the dash, so you can clearly see when it's time to push on. This, I think, definitely helps me to rein in the first lap a touch and ensure it's actually a true banker lap, as I can clearly see the tyres are not up to working temperature yet. This first sector I am still really struggling to find any kind of rhythm or consistency through, particularly this double left-hander here. If you have any tips for me, please do let me know in the comments. This careless off-track here invalidated this lap, so put all the pressure on the next lap.
All right.
So it all comes down to this lap. It's only really now that the tyres feel like they're up to temperature. It does seem to take longer on this car to get the tyres working. Although this probably is because there isn't much energy going through them in the first half of the lap, as it is very technical and slow. Lots of first and second gear corners. Frustrating waiting for the apex to appear. I still don't think I've got it quite right yet. My impatience means I keep going for extra throttle mid-corner, which obviously kills rotation. So I guess my entry is probably not aggressive enough in the first gear corners. Probably scrubbing too much speed off under braking, and my line still needs work. Although the second half of the lap I'm feeling much more comfortable on, and I feel like my line is improving lap after lap. Also, I'm aware there's a mouse cursor on the screen. It's only for the qualification, and I clearly forgot to move the mouse when I pressed record. Probably best remember to not do that in future. So we crossed the line with a time of 1:21.50, which is good enough for P3.
There's the flag. It's over.
So here we are, a great chance for a podium finish today, but must remember the goal is to rank up, so we must avoid any incidents at all costs.
Get ready. Going green.
I have absolutely no idea what this guy is doing on the left here, but we focus on leader, managed to get the jump on both him and P2, so we get an easy position off the start.
Green, green, green. The next car's the leader.
Now the guy in the black number 1 car has an I rating of 4,400, so we don't expect our race to be with him. But I'm watching carefully his line through this first sector whilst trying my hardest to remember that my tyres are still pretty damn cold and I very likely don't have nearly as much talent as him. But if we can learn something, that's good. So we do get a bit lucky here. The car behind us was putting quite a bit of pressure on me through that second sector, and I was really having to keep a close eye on my rear camera. But he runs a bit wide and gives us some much needed breathing room. Just being super careful here, picking up the throttle, just unsure of what grip to expect as the tyres continue to warm up.
Nice and smooth, you're running second.
As expected, P1 has started to pull a lead, but I'm quite happy here. Survived the excitement of the start and everything feels like it's settling down. Tyres feel good and I'm not under too much pressure, so I can focus on driving a nice smooth line. We skip forwards a lap or two and P3 has closed up to us again, but thankfully the rest of the field has dropped back a bit.
Go left.
Some really unhelpful advice there from the spotter, narrowly avoided that. Big mistake here, ending up wide on the gravel, but managed to keep the steering straight and avoid a spin. Just about managed to keep ahead of P3. Dirty tyres now though, and run wide in the last corner gives them a good opportunity of the inside, but managed to get the power down.
Stay on the right.
And down the straight, just trying to squeeze left a bit so I don't compromise turn
Still
1 too
there.
much without running P3 off the track. But means I get the inside line of turn 1 and keep the position.
Keep to the right. Clear.
Feeling under a bit of pressure here. P3 is definitely quicker than me through the first half of the lap, but I'm quite confident that I'm slightly faster on the second half, so just need to hold it together and then I can open up a bit of a gap again in the second half of the lap. And that is basically how it stayed for the rest of the race. Me and P3 in our own little battle, me being caught in the first half of the lap but keeping far enough in front to not allow any opportunities in the second half of the lap or into turn 1. P1 ended up over 10 seconds ahead and P4 ended up about 18 seconds back. Now just about to start the final lap.
White flag this
Unfortunately,
time.
P3 makes a mistake in the last corner and goes wide, which leaves us all alone for the final lap. And we come across the line, P2 with 0 incidents. So overall, a good race. And overall, really enjoying these GT3 cars. They're much more of a challenge than the Mazdas and more satisfying to drive overall.
There's the flag. It's over.
If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more similar content. Also, let me know if you'd like to see more full replays with less editing in the future. Thanks for watching.